rise up while you drown. They wanna fill your head with doubt. They're silently scared that you're figuring it out. I'll make it look like I'm losing. No bother hiding my bruises. And when they finally think you're worth it, then it's your chance to be ruthless.
Good afternoon to you folks, and maybe it's a good evening or good morning, just depending what part of the world you are tuning into us from. Welcome to Cape Town, South Africa, and specifically to the GrandWest Ice Rink. It's going to get very real very, very soon. We've got the IIHF's Ice Hockey Women's World Championships Division 2 Group B matches coming up for the next few days. Today, of course, in fact, in the next couple of minutes, Croatia up against New Zealand. An absolutely titanic battle. Two teams ranked very closely to each other in the world rankings. And certainly not going to be wanting to start this particular event, this particular tournament off in a generous mood, either of them. They are certainly going for all of the points. My name is Jeremy Harris. I'm going to be your host and commentator all the way through the week. Joined alongside me, as is normally the case, by a very experienced voice, both as player and as official, Nadine Sheffield. Absolutely, you'd expect it to be a close matchup. The two teams ranked so closely together. Let's see what the final score looks like at the end of it. Of course, runs, as I said, all the way through today, Monday, all the way to Sunday. A little bit later tonight, it's the host nation, South Africa, in action against Australia. I've got to tell you, it didn't go according to plan for the South Africans in their warm-up game earlier. It was actually last week on Thursday. 7-2 the win there for Australia. I think, to be fair, there was quite a few combinations and all sorts of things being worked on by the South Africans in that particular game. Of course, that one only gets underway a little bit later. 8 p.m. local time for those of you who are terrestrial in South Africa. But otherwise, if you're watching us all around the world, really nice to have you along. Give us a shout out. Maybe you've got a favorite player on the ice or in the teams that you want to just give us a shout out for. Certainly happy to acknowledge that as well. It's a five-nation tournament, folks. As I say, gets underway today. This is game one. It's, as I've mentioned already, Croatia, New Zealand, South Africa, Australia, and then of course Belgium rounding out the five nations. Of course, thoughts and prayers to the Turkish team, unable to accept the invitation any longer. Of course, that terrible, horrific disaster. And so many lives lost. So thoughts and prayers to the teams and to the country as a whole.
And the electrical blackout to occur in the next few minutes. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, the protocols we do expect and the electrical blackout in the next few minutes. Please stay with us as the Powerball returns shortly thereafter.
We got them here.
Exactly. Okay, so as I said, it's about to get very real very soon. The two teams just getting themselves finely tuned for the face-off very, very shortly, and looking forward to getting the game underway. As I say, if you've got a particular favorite in in any of the teams, love to hear from you. But of course, banter throughout the match as well is certainly par for the course, and certainly looking forward to that interaction. Love to hear in terms of where our viewers are from, Nadine. I mean, we have had international commentators, and I say that in inverted commas. We've had international fans and commentary, if you like, from all around the world. I'm expecting that there's a lot of New Zealand. I'm expecting that there's a lot of Croatian fans. But where are you? Are you also watching from elsewhere in the world? If so, let us know so that we can also just acknowledge you as well.
Yeah, just send us a chat, and if we can read them while we're busy watching the exciting game, we'll try and get to all of them. But we do apologize if we do miss a few here and there. The excitement does get us, and we can't always read all the chat.
Nadine is the composed one. I'm the one that is completely unhinged, and there's always lots of excitement. I have been known to call the puck a ball from time to time. That is a fine, though, and I take my fines at the end of the game.
Yeah, and the ice is definitely not a field.
I learn all the time. I just embrace all of these changes.
Nah, it's cool, man. So, yeah, I don't know what the hold-up right now is at the moment, but the teams are... I mean, we've got our starting lineups for the two teams, and we can apologize, just beforehand for if we do pronounce names incorrectly. It is a bit of a difficult one. South Africa's native language for myself and Jeremy, I think, is English. So it's a bit tough to pronounce some of the European languages. So if we do get the names wrong, please, we do apologize. Don't kill us.
No, that's par for the course. And as I say, really nice to have all of the teams here, even people whose names we can't pronounce. Listen, a bit of a delay. And the reason for that is that we are managing power outages in the city of Cape Town, so we're likely to see a dip in the normal feed of electricity, switching over to the generator feed inside the arena. Just getting everybody making sure that there's no interruption all of a sudden, because that delay will be split second, but it might just dip the lights very, very slightly.
Well, from what I understood, that today's power is off from 2 until 6:30. So
I know we like to make it up as we go along as well.
Well, we've got a couple of comments coming through. We've got a few people saying they're watching from New Zealand. We've got a few coming from Croatia. So, nice to see you guys commenting. We've got David Benet, I don't know what he was saying by Batica. Alex Hafford saying, let's go New Zealand. Kaya J. Tomi with some waves. Melina Messina, you've got this New Zealand. Psych Car, let's go Croatia. LES, New Zealand for the win. Yeehaw.
Yeah, nicely. I'm hearing a lot of sort of commentary ahead of time that this is a Croatian side that is maybe a little bit lighter on experience than previous teams that have participated at World Championship events. Again, I'm not going to make that suggestion. We'll see once they get out on the ice and once the game runs its course. But certainly an opportunity for both teams to, at the end of it, improve their world rankings.
Yeah, no, it will be great to. I don't even know who to expect to win. I can't honestly say.
No, I mean, when you are this tightly bunched in terms of your world rankings, really, it could go either way. We are expecting a very tight and a very competitive match, and so let's see how we go from there.
Yeah. We've got some people also watching from Canada and Australia at the moment. A lot of shout-outs coming through, so it's nice to see the support. Hopefully the teams will see it and notify them, know of it when they watch the games again. So your support will always be seen by them.
There's a shout-out for number 5, Brooke Whitman. I see on the messages coming through. So there we go, of course, one of the New Zealand players. And as I said, if you've got a particular player, I mean, if you've got a particular team, that's really cool. But if you've got a particular player, by all means, give us the name or jersey number, whatever it is, and we'll do our best to pass the message on, pass the love on to them.
We've got another team sitting in the stands over there, from what I can tell, but I can't tell who it is. Could be Belgium, actually, with their red jerseys. Yeah, I think that's Belgium coming here to watch the game as well.
Belgium got the day off. Not too sure what they've done in their day off. I can tell you that from a touristy point of view. There's lots to do in Cape Town if you've never been. There's certainly an opportunity for them to have gone and done some of the sightseeing around, except that today of all days, after days and weeks of 30-plus degrees, today it bucketed down with rain. And so I'm not too sure exactly what the Belgians got up to. They might rather have just stayed in their hotel room and watch Netflix. But, they're here to watch tonight's games. The first one underway, of course, in just a short while. 8 o'clock tonight, SA time, is when we get into what many local fans would call the feature game. South Africa take on Australia. Mornay Moses sending us a message there, Nadine.
Yeah, Mornay is one of our local referees, and he's also a IIHF linesman, and he's also going to be officiating in the tournament here in March, the Under-18s World Championship. So shout out to Mornay. It's nice to see you online watching. He's sending out the notification to say go Zebras, the best team on the ice.
I see that.
So
yes.
that's Team Stripes. They look like they're having a bit of a barcode meeting at the moment. And so thanks, Mornay. Nice to see you
let's
online.
just quickly unpack that schedule of the next few months, because I was talking to Jason Cerf, the president of the South African Ice Hockey Federation. He was going, it's never been done where you've got a World Championship event in February now, in other words, then the Under-18 World Championships in March, and then the Men's World Championship in April. I mean, it's just wall to wall, and by the time we get to May, the entire team will probably just taking a little bit of a lie down to recover. Okay.
We're going to start.
It's going to get noisy, and here we go. Oh.
And they're away. Puck looks like it's won by the New Zealand team, taking it back towards the defensive zone.
Very polite start as New Zealand come away with it. The Ice Ferns apparently is...
yes, the Ice Ferns. Down into Croatia's attack defensive zone. New Zealand just stopping it from going out. Croatia coming away, taking it behind, setting it up. New Zealand with the pressure, straight on.
Oh, straight up the middle, loses control. And it's a bit of a clean up there from New Zealand.
New Zealand passing it up, Croatia getting an interception. Oh, bit of a knock over there, but fine. Referee hasn't said anything.
In comes the shot, not.
Penalty is under delay. And that penalty is against Croatia. So Croatia are going to be down one. Let's see who it's for. Okay, we got a slashing call, and it looks like it's on number 24 from Croatia, Marta Goršić. She'll be down for 2 minutes in the penalty box.
And I was just saying what a polite start it had been.
Yeah, you spoke to Sue. Yeah, it's number 24. Marta. Let's see.
Oh, Marta Goršić.
Marta Goršić. So she's sitting in for 2 minutes. So that means the team is now 4 on 5. So New Zealand have an opportunity here, and if they can score a goal that puts them ahead, then they can secure it. Shot off the goals there, right up into the net, out of bounds. New Zealand passing it straight back, looking for the wide. Can they get a gap? Croatia doing a good job to defend and not overcommitting. New Zealand doing a good job of passing it around on the power play. Can they get an opportunity? Shot in, Puck's loose, cleared away by the defenseman. There's opportunity now for the Croatian team to have a good change of legs. New
Gotta say,
Zealand's
good,
also.
good defense from them. I mean,
Yes.
they're riding the loss of the player well, nicely through the challenge there by New Zealand, though, as they go back up the ice, looking for a way through. They still have that one player advantage for the next 45 seconds or so.
New Zealand are doing a great job of just passing it round, looking to pull the goalie, and it's in from number 24, and that was a pass from number 18, it looks like. So number 24 from New Zealand scores that. Caitlin Judith Heel, and number 18, Rebecca Lilly. They might give a third assist, but I didn't see who that was from.
Yeah, absolutely. It's quite coincidental. New Zealand's 24 scores because Croatia's 24 is sent from the ice.
Yeah.
I mean, that's interesting. Anyway, 1-0. That's even more interesting, is the score.
New Zealand in the lead. Gives them a bit of a motivational punt, and they're going to try and get another one to secure it. Ooh.
Oh, sit down, why don't you?
And that's why we love ice hockey.
That's why we love ice hockey, absolutely. Chance here for Croatia, tidied up. Bit of a messy scramble, but away come New Zealand with it now. Croatia looking for a way through.
Teams are full strength now. 5-on-5 again. Okay, New Zealand taking it behind the net, looking to pass it up, but Croatia's intercepting, not letting them go. They want to put that pressure on. Holding the stick. Come on, Mrs. Ref. I saw that one. But we see a different angle. I mean,
we do.
I take my hat off to these refs. I've been there. I've done it. It is so hard to put your eyes on every little thing. You can only call what you see.
Exactly.
And that
I
is
think
why.
that's fair enough. I think the teams want just that. They want you to call it as you see it, and sometimes it works for you, and sometimes it works against you.
New Zealand with an opportunity, quick shot there, saved by the goalie,
and it's in,
and it's back in. Looks like that was a rebound and went straight in behind on the backside. I think it was number 2 that scored that from New Zealand side, and that would be Gabriella Mills.
There we go. We're just having a look at the action replay. Coming off, cleaned up neatly. Is it 2 or 22? I'm not too sure who came away with who'll claim the goal, but the fact is, doesn't matter which 2 it was. The score now 2-0 to New Zealand. That's nice stick work there. And here come New Zealand up the ice. Goalie to beat. And not beaten. Good keeping there.
Okay, so that last goal was scored by number 2, Gabrielle Mills.
There we go.
Assisted by Abby Hill, number 8, and assisted by Emma Kloss, number 22.
This really great keeping.
And that is our load shedding. Thank goodness the play had stopped. It was quite funny when I was lining the game on Thursday against Australia and South Africa. And I was obviously luckily right by the player who had the puck, and the lights went out, and I blew my whistle, and I was like, "Welcome to South Africa." And she's like, "What is that?" And I'm like, "This is load shedding. It happens every now and then, and we have generators, so it'll kick in again shortly." And they're like, "Okay."
I think that's actually what they were trying to avoid at the start, which is
what
delayed the game, but then they obviously couldn't delay any further. But as you say, the sort of replacement power will kick in very shortly. As everything goes black. I like how I make predictions and nothing happens according to plan. but
there we go. Power's back. Sure. So, if anybody doesn't know what happens, South Africa has this thing called load shedding. Unfortunately, our power stations cannot give us enough electricity in the country, so every area takes turns for 2 hours or 4 hours in the country. to go off of power, so we just actually came back on.
Yeah.
And our generators were running it for the start of the game, and now we're actually on full power again. So they're going to start the play where the play obviously had stopped. So it was a stop of play before the power went out. Thank goodness for that. Yeah, here we go.
And just a quick recap, Nadine. I mean, there was a really good break there by New Zealand up the middle of the ice. It was really one-on-one with the goalkeeper, and good goalkeeping kept them just to 2-0 down. Croatia looking for a way back. You almost feel sorry for them because it was a sort of a breakaway goal that got them their second goal, but now looking for a way back into this game.
And we got another penalty coming through against New Zealand here. She's called it a woman body checking. So it is number 8, it looks like, from New Zealand that's getting in the box. Abby Hill. No, it's not. 18. Rebecca Lilly. She's going in for 2 minutes for woman body checking.
Yeah, it was quite a body check. Now, of course, remembering that the last time there was that one player extra for the New Zealanders, they took advantage of it. It took them almost the full 2 minutes, but they took advantage of it. Will Croatia be able to do the same? I was just saying they were looking for a way back in. This might be exactly how they do that. That was a please get away from me pass.
It's a dumping it out of the zone, clearing it while they're on a penalty kill.
Yeah.
So it's safe to do so. There's no icing when they're on a penalty kill. So they can also dump the puck from one end to the other, clear it out of their zone, reconnect.
Exactly.
And that is what you do have an allowance for when you are on a penalty kill.
That's the one sort of
the one time you can really ice
the
it.
one sort of recovery you have as the team. That is the one player down.
Let's see if Croatia can come away and actually get a goal in and get back in the game here.
So of course you can't commit too many players when you are one down, and New Zealand have got to be careful about that.
They're clearing it well
Croatia
there, the
pushing.
defenseman. They're in there and the puck is going close, but there's no one there to just pop it in. Opportunity saved there by the goalie. Another opportunity off the rebound.
Good goalkeeping.
Croatia trying, and they've done it.
You saw
done
that
to
coming.
Croatia. That was number 10 from Croatia, putting it in there. That is Noah Matak, who managed to get it in the back there from a pass, but I didn't quite see who it was from. Hopefully we'll see it now on a replay.
It was just pressure all the time.
Number 11. So number 11 got that assist, Mateja Marinkovic. And I'm not sure if they're going to give a third, but we will find out soon.
Again, another coincidence for what it's worth is that they scored after 49 seconds, or rather with 49 seconds left. And that's exactly the same point that New Zealand scored in their first goal.
Yeah. So good comeback there, and I mean, scoring on a power play is generally the easiest way, and I'm glad that they managed to come back. It keeps it tight and it keeps the pressure on. Okay, so we have a third assist, and that's from Eva Charvka. So she got the third assist, or the second assist there. Okay, so we've got a penalty. I see. Okay, so player number 2 from Croatia got an interference game. Yeah, she got an interference penalty. So Croatia back down to 4 players short-handed. New Zealand trying to put another one away to get a security goal again. Can they do it? Croatia are putting the pressure on. They do not want to let another goal back in. Croatia coming out with an opportunity here. Number 10 again. She's up there alone. New Zealand intercepting, taking it back in. They're getting changes of legs.
Looking for the support players.
Back around the back. Croatia, can they go? Can she get there? Put it in the net. Oh, good stop by the New Zealand defenseman there. Managed to get it away. Number 7 coming through.
Lining up the shot, trying to work her way through, just not able to. Still time.
They're setting it up for their power play in the zone so that they can pass it around. They cycled a bit there. They're still trying to just get that passing in so they can pull the goalie and get the shot off. Opportunity here.
Oh,
Croatia doing the great job of
defense. And here we
defensemen.
go. Up the ice, go Croatia. Lots of interference. Still
Okay,
it's
good
Croatia.
pass.
Surely a shot.
Number 24 got that shot on the net. Goalkeeper managed to keep it out.
Not exactly going according to script for New Zealand.
No.
They would have been looking to get their third goal and get themselves another 2-goal advantage. But not to be, as Spagelski comes back across the ice and back into the thick of things. Here comes New Zealand. Shot in over the top.
I quite like the Croatians' yellow kit, her glove and her mitt. Oh, she saved it or not?
Well, I think you're not going to score with the body lying across the goal mouth.
No, she managed to get that saved. Kept it out. Yellow blocker and gloves, nice easy targets, you know.
Oh, off the post as well.
Well
That
done.
was headed in, but it came back and she just put her whole body on the line there for Croatia.
Another face-off down in the Croatian defensive zone. But the goalie... no. Referees are having a bit of a chat.
Bit of a conversation here, as you say, Nadine.
Barcode meeting.
Yeah, it's a barcode meeting. Listen, only Nadine can say this because she herself is a member of the barcode team as well. So, Team Zebra, of course, for the win. They're having a bit of a conversation, obviously, about that goal or not goal.
It was not a goal. It was definitely a punt. It came off the post. It wasn't over the line.
From my view, the right hand upright, it came. They're just showing it to us again. There we go. You can see it.
Yeah, no, it's definitely off the post. It didn't cross the line at all.
It's all about millimeters, but I mean, the fact is it didn't go in, and then...
No.
Wow.
No goal.
Body on the line.
So we have Alex Hefford here. Sorry, I've just managed to come back to a couple of the comments.
Yes.
And Alex Hefford is saying, being watched from Canada, BC, a
Right.
very proud grandma has asked for a shout out for the goalie, Lachlan Hyde, number 1. So that is for the New Zealand goalie. So shout out for grandma. She's saying, go give it horns, girl. You've got it.
No problem, Alex. We will find her at the end of the game and tell her that you send the shout out. In the meantime, though, it's Croatia coming away with the puck. Oh, stolen away, but there we go. It's
New Zealand trying to clear it, but Croatia managing to keep it in on the boards over there. New Zealand having to go back in the net. These two defensemen passing it up the side of the boards, managing to get it out their zone now. Croatia having to pick it up. Turn it around, and let's see. She's got some speed. Just not going offside, which is great. New Zealand shutting her down. Right, New Zealand are now back in the attack. Croatia managing to get hold of it in their defensive zone and take it out. New Zealand, great defensive work there, keeping it in the neutral zone. Ooh, almost too many men there. If they had touched that puck, there would have been a penalty. Icing on, and that is an icing call. And not cake icing, guys. It's icing, meaning that the
Definitely
puck has
not.
been dumped out of the other side of the ice rink on the red team side, Croatia, over the middle red line. to the other side of the ice to cross the other red line. And if one of their players had been there and beaten the New Zealand player, then it wouldn't have been icing. That was what we call hybrid icing. But there was no one there, so the New Zealand player then obviously was going for it and thus icing. Oh, another quick shot there, saved by the goalie. Oh, and the referee's down. That's a beer.
That's not something you see too often.
No. It's one of those things that happens. It's one of our most embarrassing moments in life.
There we go, New Zealand trying to unlock the Croatian defense, looking for a way through. It's all about patience and composure, looking for that opportunity. Now, which way to go? Croatia not going to give you a chance to make too many decisions without pressure, and the pressure is coming. In comes the shot, goes across the goal mouth. And Croatia come away with it, looking for a way out of the danger zone.
Croatia trying to get it controlled and get it out. They've managed to now. So there's another icing call, but it has been closed off.
Oh, and a chance.
Opportunity,
and another
the
great
goalie
save.
has shut it down. So while we're waiting for that, some shout-outs here. Jeff Fay is saying, love having the feed in the commentary. Thank you to Pedigree Media. Definitely.
Really nice. Just looking at the action replay now.
Yeah.
This goalkeeper, Yulia Bajda, really putting a body on the line.
Well, these girls doing a great job. They've been practicing for many months, I'm sure. New Zealand putting it together, good pass, quick up, and can get it in that net. Croatia doing a great job of defending in their slot. Back to the New Zealand defenseman.
Somebody's looking for a stick. Okay, there we go.
New Zealand are definitely trying to put that pressure on and get a security goal. We have an icing. Yep, and that'll be icing. So we have Mike Lord saying, go the Ice Ferns. I can't understand the other language. I do apologize. If you're foreign, we'll say shout out to you, but I can't tell you I can't understand. Yeah. Let's see. Alex Hefford saying, let's bring it back, Ice Ferns.
I don't mind. Listen, even if we can't understand the language, put it out there and send the message.
Patrick Sanford is saying he's watching from Netherlands.
Nice.
Thank you for tuning in. Shout out to Emma Kloss, number 22, mom watching from New Zealand, and that's from the Clances. So shout out to number 22, Emma. And they are putting the pressure on New Zealand. They are.
And we're, of course, involved in that second goal for New Zealand.
Yeah, she got the assist there. Good pass.
Shot comes in, long-range effort. Oh, it's one of those that deflects all over the place. Could have ended up in the back of the net, but it's still 2-1. And again,
goalie shut it down.
I'm really starting to like this Croatian goalkeeper, Yulia Bajda. She doesn't mess around when it comes to making sure that she doesn't let anything into her goals. The score's 2-1 at the moment. Of course, New Zealand with that narrow advantage. And can you believe it? We are less than 7 minutes to the end.
And so far, we've had 7 shots from New Zealand and 3 shots from Croatia. So, yeah, it's, you can see it's pretty much coming from New Zealand's side at the moment. Croatia doing a great job of defending. Goalie again managing to keep that puck out the net. She's doing a great job there.
Great job, absolutely.
We never actually announced the officials tonight, so let me just quickly run you through those. So we have Davida Paul from Australia, who's refereeing this game. And the linespersons we have...
the one who fell over, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, well.
She's the one with the red armbands,
Red
the main
armband.
referee, and the other 2 ladies are linesmen. And we have Alba Louise from Spain. It's Alba Louise Caleros Scanlon. And we have Bernadette Holzer from Hungary. And again, we have the Croatian goalie just keeping that puck out of the net. So she's doing phenomenally well right now.
She is doing such a good job.
Oh, it was so close though.
Point
Off
blank
the
range.
skate. Wow.
She won't have to worry about getting an ice bath tonight because she has been lying on the ice
Shame.
all game. Here we go. New
Oh,
Zealand
the
up the
referee
ice.
and the New Zealand, the referee and the New Zealand player collided.
Oh, well.
Oh, I did that once. Oh, the referee's down again. Shame. I feel so bad.
And shot comes in. Saved.
Saved. Great job by that goalie.
Wow. The Croatian keeper is doing an outstanding job. I've got to tell you.
She is.
And straight into the stomach, and she just held onto it. That one's not going to come out.
Shame. I'm thinking about the poor referee. I remember when I was reffing a game against Ukraine here, and it was the Ukraine ladies before this whole situation, and also one of the players jumped on the ice, and she was going so fast, but I just couldn't get out of her way because there was players next to me, and that was it. I just knocked her out. And I was like, I'm sorry, I'm standing my ground. It happens from time to time.
Exactly.
Referees can't always get out of the way, so, you know.
You try to be invisible, but you can't always be invisible. Here
That's
we
the
go.
whole job, is to be invisible as much as possible.
Exactly. Here we go, Croatia.
Opportunity.
And a
Can they
chance,
do it?
and surely.
Yo,
Oh, my word.
close.
Going past the right hand, upright.
Here we go. New Zealand with an opportunity here. Number 24. Still
New
got
Zealand
managed
looking
to-
for a way through.
Oh,
Just wasn't in control. And it's still New Zealand. A chance. And it's a great goal. It is a
Oh.
great goal.
did you see who that came from? I didn't see it. It's
It
5
was
minutes.
top left-hand corner stuff.
Beautiful goals. Oh, here we go with the replay.
Here comes that
Number
replay
10.
and a flick. And it's a bullet.
Oh, wow.
An
That's number
absolute
10
bullet.
from New Zealand, Ashley Richmond. Stunning, stunning top shelf.
That one almost made its way right through the net. 3-1 the score. 5
Goalie's a
minutes
bit
and some change
disappointed.
left.
Shame, yeah. Let's see. So far, New Zealand have had 15 shots on net, and Croatia is still sitting on 3 at the moment. So they've got their security goal. The question is, can Croatia come back and give it in horns and get another one in?
Yeah, that is the question. That is the indicator in terms of the kind of heart that the Croatians will need to show. That one just gets skidded down the ice.
I see. Okay, we've got a shout out to number 4, Ante Bebek, watching from Jubski, from Martin Simonovic. We have Alex Hefford saying go New Zealand, Alex Pip saying go Ashley. Shout out to number 4, Ante Bebek, watching from Jabuski, from Martin Simokovic. I'm sorry if I can't say your names properly, guys.
And another one.
Another goal in.
Another one for New
team.
Zealand.
Number 22 or number 7? I didn't see. Looks like 22. She looks very happy. Yep. Number 22, I think it was over there.
Absolutely. Another good goal there, of course, and it's a 4-1.
And it was a pass from number 7 straight there. Quick rebound, and number 22 popped it up into the top. Wow, good goal there from the New Zealand team. Good teamwork. So that was Anjali Mulari, number 7, who got the assist. And number 22 getting that goal, Emma Kloss.
Oh,
And somebody's getting a penalty.
don't think she meant for her leg
Croatia.
to go that way.
Hooking. So the Croatian player is getting a hooking call, and that is number, can't see the number yet. 18. 16. Number 16 from Croatia is getting a 2-minute penalty for hooking. And that is Tina Kavčka.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Kavčka. Char-
Of course, no icing because they're already down one player.
And we've just got 4 minutes going left in this penalty period, and so 2 of those will be taken away by having a penalty kill.
Oh my word, that was
so
again
close.
inches. Got to tell you, it's all New Zealand at the moment. In comes the
Slap
shot.
Beautiful save there by the goalie off her glove, keeping it out. Croatia trying to clear it, but not quite getting it out. Still working hard to try. New Zealand getting a possession of it quick there. Passed it
Looking
through.
for the support, not there.
Oh, wow. We've got Croatia with a chance. Oh, but New Zealand just faster, managing to pick it up, dropping it off. New Zealand with an opportunity. Number 7 again with the puck. Pass to number 6. Number 6 shot. Oh, saved by the
Nicely kept
goalie.
out.
3 minutes left in the period. New Zealand are keeping it down there. Croatia trying to kill this penalty as best as defensively they can.
New Zealand looking for a way through. The one thing I think that they've worked out, Nadine, is that the low shot, the shot that is sort of skids in along the ice, is not going to easily get them a goal. So the last 2 goals,
Stopped by the New Zealand goalie. Yeah, they've been popped up over the
popped
top.
up over the top into the corners, and that seems to be working better for them. It just gives the goalie no chance at all.
Yeah. Well, once the goalie has dropped, they are at a bit of a disadvantage where if the puck does come out, then somebody can easily pop them up. So it's all about, how fast can the goalie get up, and also it's up to the defenseman to clear it away. They've got to get in there and get rid of those pucks.
Exactly.
We have some Ice Ferns. Mike Lord saying yes, Ice Ferns. Shout out to Christy Woodier from Woodier Smith, sorry. Let's see here. Andrea Woods. Oh, we got another penalty here. Hooking on a New Zealand player. Yep. So that's number 2 going into the penalty box from New Zealand. She's getting a 2 minutes for hooking. Gabriella Mills. So it's 4-on-4 now. It's even strength, so they can have icing. When that's only for 7 seconds, though, then the Croatians will be at an advantage on a power play. And can they put another goal in that last 2 minutes? Iceland trying to clear it out. Croatia keeping it in. 5-on-4. New Zealand managed to keep it out, dumping it down to Croatian defensive zone. They're going to pick it up and see if they can come through.
Croatia surely will want to take advantage of the extra man. They trail 4-1 with just under 2 minutes left in this first period, and will want to at least narrow that gap by maybe just 1, maybe 2 goals before we hear that buzzer at the end.
New Zealand are very good at clearing the puck in the defensive zone when
Exactly.
they're in a penalty kill.
It's going to be difficult to score from behind your own goal, so that's exactly what New Zealand are saying.
Good pressure here by the New Zealand team. Croatia coming
Croatia
in.
looking for a way through.
Again cleared by the New Zealanders.
Pressure from New Zealand. Look at that. Chasing it down, coming away with it. And
opportunity for a short-handed goal, but not quite getting it in. Again, down on the ice. That goalie's very clear on the ice. She doesn't like to let goals in there.
no, not at all. She will put her body on the line, which is what we've seen.
Oh,
That was
flying number 7. Croatia trying desperately to get it clear. 1 minute left, just short of. 27 seconds left in the other penalty. So there'll be 5-on-5 for a few seconds left in the penalty. We've got a penalty coming here to New Zealand again.
Well, just as you say, 5 on 5,
Yeah.
it's probably going to
So
go back to 4 on 5.
That is the captain.
In fact, for a few seconds, it's going to be 3 on 5.
Yeah, the captain, Jamie Jones, has just got a penalty here for the New Zealand team. So she'll be in the box for a...
There we go. Let's have a look at that. Oh, my goodness. Instant decision there from the Australian referee.
Sure, I didn't see the call, but we'll find out now. Women's body
The New
check.
Zealanders are running out of people to talk to. There's only 3 of them on the ice.
5 on 3, and if Croatia can get a quick goal in. Oh, and New Zealand clears it. Brilliant defensive work on their penalty kill, this team.
They have done so well. There we
20
go.
seconds left.
4 on 5 now for the next 20-odd seconds. And it's Croatia. They're looking for the way through. They've got the advantage all the way to the buzzer. But they don't have the puck. And there we go.
And that's the first period, 4-1. And that's New Zealand in the lead. Currently with 18 shots on goals against 5. Could be changing. Sure. Number 9 is going to have 1 minute and a little, 1.5 minutes to sit the penalty when we start. And yeah, I think it's gone pretty close. The goalie on the Croatian side has definitely done a really good job of keeping a lot of shots out. I mean, she's only let him fall from 18 at the moment, so not bad. Yeah, New Zealand are definitely showing that they're winning this and they want to take it in. Yeah.
Absolutely, and I mean, they've had a really good start. It was, as I said at the beginning, a quiet start from both teams. And then all of a sudden we saw a couple of players spend a bit of time in the naughty bin. But it certainly looks as if it's a margin between the two teams much bigger than what it currently is. I mean, these two teams are separated by just 1 place in the world rankings. 4-1 the score, though, after that first period, as New Zealand put in a dominant performance, not only from an attacking perspective, but also defensively, knowing exactly what to do when under pressure.
Yeah.
Croatia, though, maybe got a bit rattled from time to time when opportunities came rather. They seem to be a little bit sort of almost impatient in terms of wanting to get their shot in. Not possible, though. 1 goal to the good. It was a good goal. They're going to have to regroup and come back stronger in the second period.
No, definitely. And I think they're going to have a bit of a good powwow down there in the change rooms, and hopefully Croatia will come back and, you know, have a bit of a row and get back on there and fight for another couple of goals and give New Zealand a bit of a run for their money. So it'll keep it close and then keep it intense. But I think, you know, all in all, this is everybody their first game. The nerves are now done. The first period's done. The second period generally come out. You feel a lot more confident. You feel calmer. You know what you've done wrong and where you're going to improve on that. And, you know, the coaches are going to be in there giving them pointers and knowing what they've seen from the other team now, figuring out what their gameplay is and how they're going to strategize to now go ahead and try and get around it and score. So, the shots on goals have actually changed to 21 shots on goals for the New Zealand team. So she's only let in 4, and she's been keeping them out. So she's been doing good, that number goalie. But yeah, let's quickly give you guys some shout-outs here. I'm going to just quickly run through a few that we've seen. Emma Emery saying, go Hannah Shields, number 21. And we have Melina Messina saying, go New Zealand. Martin Simkovic, shout out to number 8, Bruno Itzen, watching from Novi Pazar. Berserko Spudik, go Croatia. And shout out to New Zealand, number 10, Proud Grand, cheering from Canada, from Linda Keem. And Ashley Richmond, New Zealand, number 10, great goal. So yeah, guys, keep the comments coming. We are going to do as much shout out as we can when we get to see them. Some nice replays coming along there on your screen. And some shout outs to the sponsors that we have here for this wonderful tournament so far. This beautiful venue at GrandWest Ice Station. You know, I honestly say I've been to quite a few tournaments all over the world, and I still think we've got one of the better facilities, you know, to host these World Championships. Our local organizing committee have worked really, really hard to get it together with all the challenges. So, you know, great job for them. Pedigree Media for being able to stream this and do the live, you know, feed for you guys. Well done. You know, we improve every year, so carry on with that. So IIHF being the official International Ice Hockey Federation body that we are all governed by, SA Ice Hockey Federation, Western Province Ice Hockey Association, as well as the City of Cape Town, Aquila, the Juice and Water, Western Cape Government, DigiCape, Bloberg Meets, the Government Sports, Arts and Culture, Zlant, CompuTicket, Eurosteel, Carol Boys, Heart FM, where Jeremy is basically one of the best DJs there for the sport, Sascock, Intro, and Graphic Thought Design, Pedigree Media I've mentioned, Sun GrandWest I mentioned, CFW Fans, and yeah, so everybody else has contributed, thank you. If I've missed anybody, I'm sorry. We'll keep trying.
I'm going to get myself a couple of hot chocolate. Get myself ready for the second period. 4-1 is the score as New Zealand take the advantage going into the break. Let's see what happens when we resume.
Cool. See you later.
And welcome back. Of course, we've got the second period about to get underway in the very first game of the IIHF's Ice Hockey Women's World Championships in Cape Town, South Africa. It's Division 2, Group B, and we've already seen one very action-packed first period where New Zealand have the advantage 4-1 over Croatia. Here's the small matter of a New Zealand player still in the sin bin for at least another 1 minute and 28 seconds, giving Croatia the advantage that they so dearly require. They've been looking for ways to break through, and as I was saying to Nadine Sheffield alongside me, it feels to me like sometimes there was a bit of impatience in terms of executing, and so Croatia just not able to come away with more than that one goal in the first period. And of course, it's a 4-1 advantage to New Zealand. These two teams, in terms of their world rankings, are one after the other. I speak under correction at 35 and 36 at the moment in terms of those world rankings. Nadine Sheffield is just going to check my facts because she likes to make sure that I don't make any mistakes.
I think you're 100%.
There we go.
Yeah. So New Zealand.
There we go. New Zealand 35, Croatia 36. It's not going to get much closer than that. So the 3-goal advantage isn't necessarily part of the script. It's not what you would expect. You'd expect a much tighter scoreline. We may very well still see that. This game is not over yet, and you can be sure that Croatia will look for a lot more composure in terms of how they execute going forward. But for New Zealand, the Ice Ferns, as they're called, I've got to tell you that they will have ticked several boxes in terms of being happy with their gameplay so far. Very composed, able to diffuse any attack, able to make lots of space on attack, and of course able to execute 4 goals really well taken in that first period, as the second period about to get underway.
There we go, puck's dropped and Croatia won that one, and they are taking it up the side. Here we go. New Zealand putting the pressure on immediately, wanting to get control of that puck in the Croatian zone.
Just to remind you, of course, it's Croatia with the 1-player advantage as they go up the ice looking for an instant response.
Oh, lots of sliding going on. Puck is there. New Zealand clearing it out. And New Zealand, remember, they are in a penalty kill, so they've got a player down in the box for another 50 seconds or so. So they are clearing it as soon as they get it in their zone. Croatia now trying to get down there and get a goal in. Can they do it? New Zealand picking it up, intercepting and managing to get it out. Again. Croatia with a pass up the ice in the neutral zone.
Croatia just needing to be patient. They need to find the way through. But for New Zealand, they too are just showing such good composure, knowing exactly what to do when the puck makes its way into the danger zone, and able to deal with it very efficiently, very effectively.
Face off in the neutral zone, and the New Zealand team have won it. We have number 16 chasing it there, putting the pressure on Croatia. Still on the penalty kill. They've got a couple of seconds left. And then number 9 is going to jump back on the ice to become full strength again.
In comes the Croatian shot, really not much on it, and no backup in terms of any opportunities for a rebound.
Oh, both down. No penalty called. Just a collision.
Yes, quite a hard collision, but a collision nonetheless, Nadine. As New Zealand once again come away with it, weathering the storm, knowing exactly what to do. Go straight though back to Croatia. They're going to be wanting to build now. They've got the puck. They're coming through. Oh, and just not able to, at crucial moments, put the pressure on. Here comes New Zealand. In comes the shot.
Oh,
great keeping.
Oh, and that is a penalty called.
I feel like they... Yeah.
On who? Let's see. The goalie is getting a penalty for tripping. Which I kind of agree with,
I've got to
because
agree with that.
she
as
kind of
well.
flew.
I was trying to talk my way through it quickly.
Shame. So
But not only did you and I see it, also the officials as well as all of our viewers.
So that is the goalie for Croatia getting the penalty there. So somebody will come and sit in the penalty box for her. And I can't quite see. Number 2 for Croatia is going to sit in there. So that's Lucia Spigelski, who's sitting the penalty. But it's definitely, as far as I could see, on the goalie. So the goalie is Julia Bazdar, number 20. Right, they've got the puck. They're holding it against the wall, trying not to let anybody get it. So the referee is calling it, and they will have a face-off in the zone. Good shot, good deflection, but not by the right player. The New Zealand player actually deflected it up over the net.
I mean, if that one had dipped into the net, I'm not too sure.
Shot there and rebound, but the puck was loose, but the referee didn't have eyes on it.
Oh, I'm keen to see that one again. Oh. And once again, it's an example of the Croatian keeper, Julia Bazdar, who just putting her body on the line, but it's New Zealand who come away with it. In comes the looping shot.
Croatia
and New
managing
Zealand
to
making
come out.
nonsense of
They
just
have an
the
opportunity here.
single point ranking between the two of them. In comes the shot.
Oh, just not
just
quite.
doesn't get hold of it.
Oh, she just couldn't quite get it on shot.
I mean, it was almost like a miss hit. Here comes New Zealand. Always asking questions, always putting pressure on the Croatians, who have just got to defend. Of course, pretty evident from the shot. Here we go.
New Zealand trying to
Losing
get it back
control
in
there, New Zealand.
Back behind the net. There is a penalty delay on the Croatian team. Quick shot there from number 15, not quite getting it towards the net though.
Wow.
So Croatia are probably going to be down again, another man, so that's going to be 3, depending on how long this delay is.
Shot comes in.
They haven't yet got possession, so the advantage is still to the New Zealand team. The referee still got her hand up, and she won't put that down until the stop of play, when she blows.
Looking for a way through. Here comes New Zealand. In comes the shot.
New Zealand still have possession, still have the advantage. They've pulled their goalie, so they've got 6 men, and now there is obviously a collision and a stop of play. So we have player number 24 getting a tripping call from Croatia. There's 5 seconds left for number 2, and then they'll be back again 4 on 5. So they've had quite a few penalties this team.
We have.
So
But
that's,
I mean, it's bound to come because, I mean, there's just so much pressure on Croatia.
yeah,
Marta
so,
Gosic.
yeah, she's now gone in for 2 minutes of tripping. So they'll have all of 5 seconds, 5 on 3. Quick shot off, hopefully, from here.
Looking for a way through, and nice defense there from Croatia, keeping it out.
New Zealand goalie
They
making
pick up
a noise.
at least one player. And here they come, up the ice. Will this be an opportunity for Croatia?
Ooh.
Shot to come in.
Ooh, good
Bodies
save,
on
good
the line.
try.
In fact, bodies everywhere.
That New Zealand player, number 8, did a great job, firstly, of getting the puck away from the Croatian on the way that she had a breakout there. And, again, getting the shot off her body before in front of the net. So, well done there from number 8 from the New Zealand player.
You know, I got the feeling like something just needs to go for Croatia. Something, even if it's just a little bit of blind luck that just has to happen for them, and they'll find themselves. But just so far, nothing has gone for them. Nothing has bounced in their favor. And in comes the shot.
Beautiful shot from number
It's like
21.
a sniper bullet to the top of the net.
Hannah Shields. That was top shelf beauty from just above the circle. in the defensive zone of the Croatian team. Shot over the top of the goalie's shoulder. Great job there.
That was like a tracer bullet. No chance for Julia Bajna in the Croatian goal. And it's goal number 5 for New Zealand as they now stretch their legs and their lead 5-1.
So that's 5-1, and New Zealand are still wanting more. Croatia are trying desperately to keep it out of their zone.
Heavy traffic there.
New Zealand with a shot from the blue line. Didn't quite get to the goals.
Pressure is relentless from New Zealand.
One in the net.
I mean, there's a
another
white jersey
shot.
everywhere around that puck. And Croatia just
managing.
looking for something.
Just getting it out there. New Zealand taking it back behind the net, trying to get a break up. But wow.
Could
luckily,
be just the goalie to beat.
Oh, and somebody
what
threw a
keeper.
stick, and that'll
What
be
a
an
keeper.
interference call on that player. You're not allowed to throw your stick.
No, I was going to ask you about that. I'm fairly sure that that isn't allowed.
No, that's number 16 from the Croatian team. So New Zealand on the advantage again. The goalie has been pulled. They've got 6 players on the ice in the zone trying to get another goal here. So they are in advantage, and possession has been called.
Okay,
there.
well,
So that's number 16 from the Croatian team. She threw a stick to try and intercept the puck from going in the net, which is interference. So she's definitely going to go sit in the sin bin for about 2 minutes.
yeah. I mean, the good news is she can have a stick back.
And that's Tina Kashfa. I'm so sorry, Tina. Tina Charvka. Wondering why she's not going to the box. Did they call a timeout? Oh, she's getting a penalty shot.
Oh, wow.
Cool.
We don't see this too
Okay.
often.
So, yeah, because the stick was thrown, she had her, goal chance impeded. So now she's getting the penalty shot. So number 7 is going to take that shot. And let's see if they can get a number 6.
The referee's just explained everything to Julia Bajna. Here we go. Looking to narrow the gap. In comes the
Saved, denied by the goalie.
good save.
So the penalty won't stand. They got the penalty shot. They had the opportunity to score. It
Yeah.
didn't turn out well, but there's not going to be a penalty sat. The goalkeeper is very good on the floor. She is very solid down there. So I think with this goalie, got to keep it high.
Yeah, exactly. We've seen that. That seems to be the area that I'm not too sure many goalies will be able to handle in the air. But I mean, she's
solid
much,
on the floor.
Much better. Very efficient on the ground. Or on the floor, as you say.
Or on the ice. On the ground. Yeah, it's all the same.
You know what I mean?
She's efficient down low. There we go.
Oh.
Croatia with an opportunity.
A little bit of skill there from Croatia. Looking for a way through. Quick touches. Speed seems to be lacking, though, because it's always New Zealand who have that little bit of extra gas in the tank and are able to come away with it. Let's see what happens. Of course, now it's an opportunity for New Zealand to find a way through. Quick hands.
Oh, offside, offside. They tied. No, they didn't. Okay.
Dean is making report cards for all of these officials.
No, I'm not. No, shame. I saw the offside, but I saw that the red guy touched, not the white. And that's an icing call. So just a quick shout out to former national team player Kaylin Ladakhan. She's actually overseas in the US at the moment.
Oh.
And she's saying great commentary, Nate. Kaylin, it's awesome to see from you. I'm glad you're watching. Miss you so much, girl. Wish you were here. Right, we have a face-off down in the Croatian defensive zone. That was for the icing call against them. New Zealand not quite managing to win, but they've got possession. Quick shot there, deflected from the number 11 Croatian defenseman. New Zealand are really attacking. They are putting the pressure on every step of the way.
It's just relentless. Back into the heat. It's Croatia with it, though. Looking for a bit more accuracy in how they break away. Here we go. It's Croatia down the ice, along the boards, looking to get it in. In comes the shot.
Good shot.
Easily dealt with, though, by the New Zealand keeper. And once again, it's going to sound like a stuck record. It's New Zealand who come away with it, efficiently dealing with that bit of pressure from Croatia. And in fact, now turning it into a very strong attacking situation.
Good shot
Looking
there.
for a way through. Just past the right-hand upright. As New Zealand pile on the pressure, it's just a stream of pressure, a stream of shot after shot.
Well, these girls are still not letting down. The Croatians are giving it horns. They're not backing down. They're doing their best to keep the puck out of the zone. The goalie is doing a phenomenal job of, keeping the shots out. She's got 27 shots on her so far. The Croatians managed to put 9 shots on the goals. That you can see it's a bit of a one-way kind of game, but the Croatians are not giving up. They are still going hard at it. They want to get another goal. They want to still play this game. There's still another period, plus half of this one. They can still do it. There's no denying that.
Where did the first half of this period just go to? Can't believe
a
it.
few penalties here and there.
Listen, on the messaging coming through, Selena Shea says, I do give the Croatia goalie some credit. She's making saves. Absolutely, we've been saying that from the outset. Very impressed with her. It's just up front of her that the Croatian team will look to be a little bit more composed in future.
Somebody actually asking, do they get paid? Well, look, I don't know about the other teams. I know in South Africa they don't get paid to play. You have to pay to play. And it's a very tough one, trying to get sponsorship and, trying to get, airfares paid for and your camps and the ice time. Even your uniforms you have to pay for, except for the extra jerseys and socks that you're playing for, playing on the ice. But all your tracksuits and blazers you pay for. So I know that in a few other countries they have a lot of support from some of their governments. Our governments are coming to the party and giving us a lot more than we've ever had. So, we're not professionals. This is still amateur, but they are the top players in the countries that are playing on the ice. And I'm sure it's pretty much similar for a lot of the teams here, playing in this division. So, they don't get paid. They're not like the US. They're not like Canada that have, all the time in the world to play these games. These girls have jobs. They have to do their 9 to 5 and then still put the commitment in to train and go on ice.
Alex says it's the same for the New Zealand team as well.
Yeah, so, it's tough.
Yeah, and
it's tough. It's passion.
And it's a sad indictment because, what you want to be able to do is to go, I'm playing for my country. I'm making sacrifices. I'm going to practice. I'm traveling away from my friends and family. The least you can do is treat me like the professional sports person that I am.
Yeah.
And it's not always possible. The economy of sport means that it's not always possible to pay everybody for every sport that gets played. But wow, I always believe that you play for your country. That's the highest honor.
Yeah.
If you wouldn't mind picking up my hotel bill and my my airfare would be really, really great. But maybe in a couple of years' time, you and I are going to be saying a different thing completely. Let's see and let's hope.
No, look, what's nice about the IIHF is basically, when you get to the host country, the host nation will put you up in a hotel. They'll pay for your food, your transport. The only thing you have to pay for then would be your own flights and everything.
Good
once you
skill there. Sorry, good skill from the New Zealanders as they look for a way through again.
They are
hungry
putting the
for
pressure.
goals. 5 already as they lead 5-1 against Croatia with just some change left on this second period.
8 minutes left. Croatia's still there battling to try and get it out the zone again. It just seems like they just don't have the strength. Like, if you look at how the New Zealand shoot their puck out of their zone, then the Croatians are
Got
battling.
to be a goal.
What a shot. So that
So
was
well
so
worked.
stunning. So the pass came from number 18 of New Zealand, and it went straight to number 5. I think it is. I can't see. Number 6. Number 6 got that goal.
Really good stuff And you could actually see it coming. I was watching it almost
Yeah, it was beautiful.
in real time, but in slow motion. It was being built up. You could just see it happening. That's exactly how the New Zealanders seem to be approaching the game. Composed. They know exactly where they are. They know exactly when to offload. And the opportunity presents itself and they strike.
Yeah, so that pass was from Rebecca Lilly, and that went straight to Helen Murray, who actually just scored it in there with a nice deflection. So that brings it to 6-1 with just on 8 minutes left.
Here we go, Croatia with the puck, looking for a way through.
Offsides.
Offside.
So if any of you guys don't quite know what offsides is, basically the puck has to go into that blue zone, your attacking zone, before any players can go inside the zone. So if your player goes in first and the puck goes after, sorry, it's offside. What's interesting, we were talking about ranking earlier.
Yeah.
Australia are the top ranked team in this division at the moment. Oh, a quick save there from the Croatian team. Good goalie there. So Australia are ranked number 33. New Zealand 35, Croatia 36, and South Africa 37. Belgium are sitting at 39.
Yeah.
So I think it's going to be quite a nice... It's going to be a nice round robin to watch, to see which of these teams have really worked hard and who are really going to power through this and actually win the tournament. Australia are definitely looking top, given the fact that we had the little friendly match with South Africa, and they came out on top 7-2. But South Africa have learned a lot, and they now know exactly what to do in the next game, which is tonight. Australia and South Africa meeting up again. So, I can't help but be biased. I mean, it's only my national team, South Africa, but I hope they do win. But hey, Australia, give it horns. I'm not going to be biased. I'm doing my definite best to be as objective as possible for all teams. Another quick shot there from number 7.
Tell stories with a straight face.
I'm trying.
I mean, it's amazing. But I mean, of course, having played for the country as well, it's certainly a lot of knowledge between those ears. And, of course, one of the top officials around. So she certainly does know what she's talking about.
So, thank you.
And it's certainly going to be leaning on that vast knowledge and that vast level of experience through the entire week. Opportunity again and again. It's the Croatian keeper who finds herself
doing so
belly down in the ice.
Shame. She's working hard.
She is working hard. She's going to feel it at the end of this game.
Oh, she's doing a great job.
There's 6 minutes and some change left on this second period. It's 6-1 as New Zealand have a very healthy advantage and not looking like
big shot there from number 5.
That was a tracer bullet past the right-hand upright.
Pass over. Once upon a time, there was a thing called two-line passing, where you couldn't pass the puck over 2 lines. They had it in NHL a couple of years, and they took it away. Then they had it back. Then they took it away. But basically, you can't pass over 2 lines, and it was like it used to cut the game and stop play so much that they actually stopped it because it was just stopping the play too much.
Opportunity and
oh, so close! Opportunity again.
Thumped into the ice.
Goalie is just keeping hold of it. She's doing such a great job.
If you've got any doubt, Nadine Sheffield, that this is a physical game,
I don't.
Let me show you this replay because wow, I got hurt.
Emotionally?
I got hurt.
Well, 31 shots to 10. New Zealand definitely putting that pressure on.
Oh, yeah. And I mean, there was one part earlier in this period where they pulled the keeper, looking for opportunities to score, looking to close out the game before it even got to the final period. 6-1, as I said, is the score. And New Zealand just piling on the pressure. As I say that, though, Croatia comes away with it.
Good shot, good save. Yeah, no, Croatia getting a shot in there. I just wish they could just get it past her, just for getting a little bit of a hope in there for them. but still not a bad score. Not a bad score. Let's see. In the New Zealand defensive zone, dumping it out wide to the player on the boards. Managing
And
to get
again,
past.
away they go.
Croatia keeping the pressure on. That's a good job by the defenseman. Cleared it by the defenseman, number 7 for the Croatian team. Croatia looking for the pass across the ice. Can she do it?
Oh, just not able to
tipped it.
control it. Get away from me, she says.
New Zealand back again with number 7. Looking for the pass, getting a quick shot, but defenseman in the way. Quick shot off
there from New Zealand. Dealt with by Croatia, who have the puck. They've got possession. Away they come. It's 2 versus 2. Oh, and neatly intercepted. Great intensity here from New Zealand as they go up the ice. And
oh, closed down by 3 defensemen. Good job. Nothing wrong there.
looking for a way through. I mean, you'd swear that New Zealand were trailing in this game, the way that they were just pouring players forward, pushing through in terms of
Croatia
pressure.
are still not giving up at all. They're doing everything they can to keep that goal out of their net. Croatia back with possession. They're fighting hard at the last minutes of this period. There's still another one to go. There's still a lot to do. The question is, are they going to be able to come back and do it? New Zealand are saying, no, we're going to do it. So,
But what's missing is there are not enough Croatian bodies up front to put the pressure on. 1 versus 2 or 3 is not going to do it for you if you're Croatia.
The problem is that they've got to defend, and New Zealand are putting enough pressure on them to make them defend, and that's why they're not getting the bodies up, because they're all back trying to stop the New Zealand players putting the pressure. So it's a tough situation. It's pretty much how we saw the South African and Australian friendly match go. It was a very defensive game for South Africa. Ooh, backhand pass, quick shot, not quite strong
no-look
enough.
backhand pass, and
Another
in comes
shot.
the shot again. Well dealt with this time.
Goalie,
in the
yeah.
air from Bajda. New Zealand still looking for a way through.
New Zealand possession on the outside of the zone. Well, on the outside by the board, should I say, sorry. Croatia still trying to get it out. New Zealand keeping it in, skating it through, get a quick shot. Saved there by the goalie, went wide. I got a question here from Huno Solyum. I can't say your name properly, I do apologize. Saying, is there a league?
Shot comes in, saved there by the New Zealand keeper.
Is there a league where they play or just train together? That's the national team. Well, in South Africa, it's tough. There's one ice rink down in Cape Town itself, and then there's a whole bunch in Johannesburg. And most of the ladies there, they have their ladies teams that play against each other up in Johannesburg.
Shot comes in,
the
saved.
ladies here in Cape Town actually play in the men's leagues, well, in the under 20s league and the under 16 league, and they play with the boys, and they have to play that way because there's not enough girls. There is a team of girls here that do play, and they play little cross-ice games against some of our Masters guys, and that happens every now and then. But most of the time, the national team have to have camps, and that means that the players fly mostly up to Joburg, and they have weekends where they get ice time and they play together and practice together as the national team or the national squad before selection. But when it comes to league, everything is basically guys with girls playing in Cape Town. Joburg, guys and girls play together, but they also have their girls' teams that play against each other. So yeah, we still have just under a minute left in this period. 6-1 still to the score, and still showing 31 shots to 10, but I'm sure that'll update soon. Alex Hefford giving a lot of information about the New Zealand team, so that's awesome. Thank you. We are enjoying your feedback. It's the same with us all over the country. We've even got a player from Durban, and yeah, Durban this year.
Cool.
Durban's only got one ice rink left, Adam Toti. The main one isn't functioning at the moment. So it's quite sad. But Alex Hefford saying in New Zealand they're from all over the country and they play the league together but play against each other. They only come together to play during these tournaments. It's the same as us. We have an interprovincial. We also, or what they had, the Federation Cup. They mix everybody together and they play in teams against each other for selection.
Okay, we've got just under 30 seconds left.
New Zealand back with the pressure. Quick
And the
shot
shot
and
comes
a
in
goal.
and
Number 24 from number 22, it looks like.
very neatly worked there by the New Zealanders.
No, 21, I think. So 24, Caitlin Judith Heel. From 21, Hannah Shields, from what I could see. Yeah. Good job there. So that is now 7-1, 33 seconds left in the second period.
Look, the other thing we've got to take into account is that this is a slightly new look Croatian team as well.
Yeah.
As much as they are 36th ranked in the world, and of course the New Zealanders are 35th. The players are different. Great save there, by the way, from Julia Bajda for Croatia. Great save, instinct out of nowhere.
Yeah.
So there's a couple of newbies, if you
Yes.
like, in that Croatian team. They're also sort of making their way for the very first time at this level. So, I think that we may very
Young
well see
team,
a completely different offering from them later in the week as they find their feet.
Yeah, no, that was a comment that we saw from somebody on your chat. So yeah, there's definitely a lot of rookies. I'm not sure how many rookies there are on the national team. A lot of them have also got a couple of, at least one tournament behind them. We've got a few very well-seasoned players on our national team as well. So yeah, it's a nice mix of development coming up in the lines. But that's it.
There we go.
Second period done. Wow, okay. So
Is that the live shot count?
it is.
I mean, it gives you some indication of how much New Zealand are just dominating outright this game. 35 shots to 12 with a 7-1 goal advantage. At the moment, with all due respect to Croatia, it's one-way traffic.
No, it's not been bad. Defensively, Croatia have really been battling it. They've tried. They're doing their best. The goalie is definitely doing her job behind her team. She's keeping the men working hard. So 36 shots to 12. It looks like so far she's led in 7. The New Zealand team doing very well with just 1 goal. So yeah, let's see what the third period holds. I'm looking forward to the next matchup.
Absolutely, should be lots of fun. We'll see you in a short while. And welcome back. It's the third period of this match between Croatia and New Zealand. I described it as one-way traffic just before we went to the break. I didn't mean to be unkind, but I think that that's probably a fair description of what we've seen so far. Really good composure from New Zealand. I did concede that this is a slightly new-look Croatian team, maybe a little bit more inexperience inside that squad that ordinarily they'd put out on the ice. But you can be sure that this will bear dividends and bear fruit in the years and maybe even months to come as they give these ladies an opportunity at the very highest level. Of course, it's a 7-1 advantage to New Zealand as we get ourselves underway in the very first game of the 2023 IIHF's Ice Hockey Women's World Championship Division 2 Group B. If you're just joining us, good afternoon to you, or maybe it's good evening, good night, good morning, wherever you are around the world. Really good to welcome you to Cape Town in South Africa, where the outside temperature is 24 degrees Celsius. The inside temperature feels a little bit cooler to me, but the ice hockey, the skating on the ice has been red hot, alongside former national player and highly respected official Nadine Sheffield, who knows her way around all of the, let me call it, naughty business that happens on the ice, all of the tricky rule transgressions that happen. Nadine, it's really been a good performance from the New Zealanders.
Yes, it has been. It's actually been quite a pleasure to see them on the ice here in South Africa. I haven't seen them here. I don't think they have been here as the women's team before. I can't remember, but that was long ago. But it's awesome always to host the Women's World Championships. So this is the second time in the past 4 years. So yeah, it's great. Last time we were here, it's 2019. And South Africa won it the year after that in 2021, because 2020, obviously, everything was kind of shut down with COVID. And so they went up. In 2022, they managed to stay in this pool, and they went to Croatia in 2022. And we're now hosting it. So let's see how the outcome goes.
Really nice to see, of course. I was going to say she caught that very nicely, but wasn't her plan, as New Zealand come away with it, looking to build. I just feel like if the Croatians can have something go for them, we could have a much tighter contest. Though at the moment, it has been all New Zealand.
If the Croatians can hang on to the puck, keep the possession of it, and get up the ice, just get an opportunity to get it on net with a rebound, it'll be great momentum shift for them. But right now, again, they're in the defensive zone. New Zealand with the hard pressure, stick on stick, making sure that they just don't get that puck out, which they've managed to do right now. And they're going to try and get a few changes in. Overcommitment there
Great
from the
skill.
player.
In comes the shot,
again,
and of course,
and it's in! Off the rebound. The puck was loose. The goalie misjudged, unfortunately.
I'm going to need to see that one again.
It was definitely loose. She thought she had it, but the referee hadn't blown the whistle, and New Zealand just picked it up. There was no defenseman there. 24 took the shot. Goalie thought she had it. 24 again just went in for the rebound. So she basically shot, rebound, goal. So that's number 24 from New Zealand, Caitlin Judith Heel. Sister. It looks like they're two sisters, Caitlin Judith Heel and Abby Heel, both playing on this team here. So that makes it now 8-1. 18 minutes left in this last period.
Yeah, not the way that the Croatia would have wanted to start this last period, leaking an early goal. Now, of course, let's see what is in the tank for Croatia, as New Zealand will surely eye a double-figure score at the end of this particular game.
And that'll be an icing call. Croatia not allowed to change on an icing call. They're the ones who dumped the puck down to the other side. So again, New Zealand in the Croatian defensive zone. New Zealand winning the face-off, keeping possession.
Nice skill from New Zealand.
Croatia managing to get it out. Another icing call. Yep. Getting the icing done so they can get a bit of a breather in. Here we go again. Let's see who wins this face-off. The number 7 player from New Zealand. She's quite small, but she's got a lot of power packed
that
in
one
her.
snuck through. It was almost like she was unsighted. Last minute save there from Julia Bajda for Croatia as New Zealand look to regroup, look to work their way back up the ice. Along the boards, in comes the pass and in comes the shot.
Deflected off the side there. Not quite on target.
Croatia now for a change. Up the ice.
Can she
Looking
keep
for a
it?
way through.
Drops it on the goalie.
That's pretty speculative. Never going to make any kind of dent on the scoreline.
Hey, you'd be surprised. Sometimes
really?
those wounded rabbits is what we call them, and they just sneak past the unsuspecting goalie.
Wow.
But this
She
goalie
would have had to be
definitely not
completely
letting.
unsuspecting. Here comes New Zealand looking for another, and
Quick
in comes the
shot.
shot. I'm sorry, the
Save.
door is closed in that particular instance.
Darija Vucic. Hello, everybody from
Waiting, waiting.
Croatia. Ice Hockey Club, HK Siska. Our teammates play now. Julia and girls go.
Shot comes in, saved there by the keeper. Bajda just putting herself in position. Double save there.
She is hanging on to it this time.
Actually, love to see that one again in slow-mo.
Both teams making some changes to their lines. Here comes the replay.
There we go, there's the replay. It was save one. There we go, back to the action. And I'll tell you what, all of a sudden it's Croatia who've found an extra bit of pace and a bit of a step. Looking for a way through. Giving it back to New Zealand.
Croatia managing to keep possession, even though it's out the zone. They're looking to pass, get it up through the neutral zone. And we have an offside call against Croatia. New Zealand winning their face-off. Croatia coming back with it. Taking it, dropping it to number 10. Quick pass back to number 11, but not quite getting a stick on it for the shot.
Just couldn't control it.
Number 11 back to number 18. 18 down the side to 11. 11 to 17. Croatia are trying to get this possession right now. Quick shot across the net, but no one there to quite put it away.
Ooh,
here we go.
Opportunity, in comes the shot.
Oh, too high, just over the net. Oh, quite across the goals, but no one again to just tap it in. Croatia are trying desperately to get another goal. Can they do it? Can they do it? New Zealand are fighting back. The puck's out of the zone. Croatia bringing it back.
Good composure there. Frantic defense from New Zealand. They leave the puck behind.
Pushing and shoving, just like we like it. That's
Tidying
hockey.
up nicely there by New Zealand.
Croatia still keeping stick on it. Oh, New Zealand got it out now. We have number 24
nicely
up the
done,
ice.
and
Option.
in comes the shot.
Goalie back on the ice, managing to save it. The shot was low, not quite so hard. New Zealand looking for another shot. The goalie's still down. She hasn't got up yet. New Zealand putting the pressure on Croatia, still also wanting to defend, not wanting to let another one through. Big shot there from Lily. And
Into
a
the
save.
body. Julia Bajda saving again, once again, body on the line. And there was a lot of traffic in between her and the goalie. Made it difficult for the keeper to actually see the puck coming. In comes the shot, long range.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's what you call a screen goalie. So the defenseman or the forwards will then go and screen the goalie, and the other players will then try and defend, and that also screens the goalie, and the goalie's got to get her head around, and it's really difficult. So she's very
Exactly.
fortunate she saw that one. Well done to her.
Well, I think it hit her before she saw it, but nonetheless, she kept out the goal. Long range effort, drops nicely for New Zealand, looking for the shot.
Croatia managing to get hold of it, but not quite getting it out yet. They just can't get possession and keep it. New Zealand calling it offside. Oh, finally, we have Siska 24 saying, let's go Croatia. Come on, guys, send your shout-outs, support, hellos, comments. It's nice to hear from you from all over the world. Right, we have New Zealand chasing it down in the Croatian defensive zone. Number 2, back to 22. Looking on the wide side, back it down. Number 7. Looking for the pass through the middle. Not quite getting there. Croatia picking it up. New Zealand, number 10, not quite holding it in. Number 9 skates around with it, looking to see who she can give it off to. She'll skate it through. No offside there.
Great
number
skill
9
there.
still with it, and a shot, but high over the net. There we go. New Zealand back down with it in their zone, looking for a setup. Croatia getting a much needed change. Quick pass to number 16 off the skate. And here we go with Croatia. Can they get it out and get another breakout? No. Number 7 with it on the boards. Croatia also trying to put that pressure. They just don't want it to go in. 12, just under 13 minutes left in the period. So far, New Zealand have had 44 shots on goal.
Wow.
8 goals let in against 13 shots from Croatia. Let's see.
And for me, right there was an example of exactly why we have the scoreline that we have. No pressure at all from Croatia on New Zealand, giving them time to decide what to do as they work their way now back up the ice.
Yeah, giving them time to set up their play, to get
Exactly.
back, recompose and have a breakout. Work their way up the ice.
In comes the shot.
Oh, on the face. But she's kept it out of the net.
Another great save.
Just over 12 minutes left.
Ilya Bajda, I tell you what, not here for a haircut or whatever it is that you do in ice hockey. Great save.
Sure. Quick
Snapshot,
one-timer
yeah.
there. Not quite getting it on target. The Croatian managed to get some stick on it. New Zealand cycle, taking it in. Quick drop in there. No, not quite getting there. Okay, Croatia. Can she get it out? No. 21 with it.
Looking
To
for a way
22,
through, looking for goal
24.
number 9.
It's loose and it's taken, cleared by the
New
Croatian
Zealand
team.
queuing up. One shot after
Big
the
shot
next.
there. It's still loose. Lily with it on the side. She's going around back, looking to set it up for somebody in the slot or behind at the top. Number 5.
Long range
big
effort,
wind up.
exactly. In.
Oh, and it's just missed by the New Zealand team, but they all say no, it was touched, so that's fine. No icing is called. New Zealand setting it up, getting a change. Nice one up to the number 8 player. Heel.
In
Heel
comes the
with
shot.
it. Big shot there, just over the net again. Number 7 with it in the corner. Looking to pass. Quick shot. No, not quite getting it on, but they are cycling beautifully around the corner there. Right there. And the goalie has it under her pad, and the New Zealand player is trying really hard to get it loose.
To sweep it out from underneath the.
Goalie's like, no, it's under me, and I'm not letting go.
I'm not letting it out.
I'm still not letting it out. Shame. Good save.
Oh, wow.
Good save.
And just like that, we're already gone halfway through this final period.
You know, that's just on the line. Eh? Yo, it is so close. But it didn't cross the line, so therefore no goal. But very, very close.
All New Zealand at the moment, of course, in this first game. of the IIHF's Ice Hockey Women's World Championship Division 2 Group E from Cape
Another
Town in
big
South
shot
Africa.
there.
Queuing up. I mean, literally queuing up are the New Zealanders. And of course, great defense there from Croatia.
I want to see that replay. New Zealand are putting the pressure on. They
In
won
comes the
another
shot.
one,
Gotta
and
be
they
a goal.
did it.
Eventually, the opening came.
So that is now 9-1 for the New Zealand team, and that was number 7 from New Zealand getting that shot
I'm
in the
going to
net.
go, is it Anyali Mulari?
Yeah,
Apologizing in advance for the mispronunciation that I'm probably
either Angeli or Annually.
Mulari.
Mulari.
Okay. Goal number 9 though for New Zealand as they're really looking to make a statement here in the opening game. Again, it's New Zealand looking for an opportunity.
What a
I thought that
save.
one went in.
Oh, it looked. Yo. Anjali Mulari. Also assisted there by Ashley Richmond, number 10. 10 minutes left, guys. 10 minutes.
Shot comes in. Well dealt with there by the Croatian keeper. Once again, of course, Julia Bajda has absolutely thrown herself into every contest.
The shots on goals for this girlie have been numerous, and she's really done exceedingly well. Her plus-minus score should be very good. That is an icing, almost. Yeah, no. The Croatians could have skated and actually tried to put the pressure on, and then they would have pulled their icing off. But I think that at this point, they might actually be wanting it to rest their legs. I'm not entirely sure if that's their strategy. Just clearing it at this point because they just don't want it to have, you know, more opportunities to score. But we don't know what their coaches want from them at this point. Try and keep the goal average down as much as possible. New Zealand just keep poking it through and just going. Number 24.
In comes the shot.
shot.
How that didn't go in, I'm not too sure. For a change, Croatia come away with it. Still have it.
Come
Looking
on.
for a chance.
Can they do it?
Great defense.
Ooh, but a bit of a painful ending.
Painful defense, but great defense there from
She
New
looks a
Zealand.
bit sore.
That one is going to leave a mark.
Yeah, she looks sore. But she's up. Good job by the number 8 player. She is sore. She kind of hit that awkwardly.
What I really wouldn't mind, you know, Nadine, is if Croatia, when they get possession, is to hold on to it, is to build,
Yeah.
is to find each other, as opposed to squirting it away and giving it back to New Zealand.
Yeah. It's almost like a panic reaction where you just want to clear it out your zone and get it as far away from your
Exactly.
goals as possible. And, you know, when you're under
Saying
pressure,
that, though, here we go. Yes, Croatia up the ice.
number 8 with it.
Have a
Good
shot, why
there.
don't you? Exactly.
She's trying her best.
Oopsie.
Icing call. Icing. Did you see the New Zealand goal really put wheels, but now we have something else happening here. The referee called something. No. I'm a bit confused as to why the referee or the linesman at the back called it. Because I almost, for me, the New Zealand player was really skating hard and she hadn't hit the hash marks yet before they called it. So, you know, she could have got there, possibly. So, yeah. But I'm not the referee coach and, you know, I see it from a different angle, maybe. Here we go. Back into the Croatian defensive zone, but they managed to get it out. New Zealand passing, or just tipping it back into the zone. They're
And
getting
here
a
we go.
defensive
Croatia
change.
has the position and it just gets taken away. Got to hold on to it.
New Zealand are not letting them have possession. They
No.
want it, and they're keeping it.
Oh, Shot to come. Just held back on that shot, looking for a better opportunity. Good defense there from Croatia. As we get ourselves into the final 7 minutes and some change of this game. It's been a dominant display from New Zealand. 9-1 the scoreline at the moment. I'm prepared to put some of Nadine Sheffield's money on the fact that that's not going to be the final score. In it comes.
Ooh.
Massive rebound. Nobody other than the Kiwi number 2 knew where it was.
Another shot, and it's a goal. That was coming from number 2, from the New Zealand team, Gabriella Mills. And I think number 7 assisted that from the back, but I don't know. I will wait and hear what the referee says.
There we go. It was Gabriella Mills.
Yep, number 2 and 7. So number 7 passed it up, and that's Anjali Mulari with the assist. Alex Hefford, thank you for your help.
Alex is like he's like an encyclopedia.
Last name nailed it. First name not so much.
Last name, thank you, Alex.
Angie Ali. Okay, Angie Ali. Okay, we'll try. I'm sorry.
2 beautiful kiddos at home, says Alex. Her first tour back after having her kids.
Been married 5 years.
Knows
now,
about the marital status as well. Got to tell you, so much knowledge here. Thank you, Alex.
Steve Woodyer-Smith saying shout out to Ice Ferns number 10, Christy Woodyer-Smith from our proud dad watching from Canada. Ice Ferns rock. And then we have Zenza saying shout out to the whole Croatian team from Serbia. Go Goals. Thank you so much for that support. They need every bit of it.
And you know what? You're allowed to have a bad day at the office. That's exactly what's happening with Croatia today. This is not how they play. You can see the frustration at some parts in the game. They were frustrated. This is not the kind of level of gameplay that they are wanting to show and to deliver. And certainly you get a sense that as this tournament unfolds, we're going to see bigger and better things from them.
Jeff Fay, you're asking about Jonathan Berger if he's involved. Yes,
oh,
he is 100% involved.
What a goal. Absolutely top draw stuff.
I'll get back to you, Jeff. That goal was fantastic, coming from the New Zealand, now making it 11-1.
Have a look at this, skated away
right through the hole,
through everybody.
Hole. Well done. And we have load shedding kick in. Again, luckily at the stop of play.
Yeah.
Okay, so Jeff, you were asking, wondering if Jonathan Berger is involved in the IIHF tournament still. Jonathan is definitely. He is actually our local organizing committee's referee-in-chief here in South Africa for the Western Province Ice Hockey Association. Not for South Africa, sorry, my apologies. He is our results manager for this IIHF tournament. So he's running the entire stats team at the moment up in our box behind us. And he's very much involved, putting into a lot of organization for this whole, tournament. So yes, he's very much involved. He's still reffing here. He's still a IIHF accredited referee. And yeah, we ref together quite often, so he's very much involved. If you want me to send a shout out, I'll definitely do so. Alex Hefford again saying the goalie Lachlan Hyde is my twin sister. We've both been playing off and on since 2015. Okay, that's good to know.
So right Alex now, knows all of the information.
Yes, that's very cool. We need that information.
Yeah.
We don't have that information. Elite Prospects has a lot of information, but it also don't have a lot of information if you don't have, a subscription. Like on Elite Prospects, I have 2 profiles, and it irritates me because I can't get them linked because I got married and my name changed. So they don't have all my history in one. I have 2 profiles.
Look at you.
Frustrating. But anyway, the team is now 5 minutes left in this game. It's 54 shots to 14, and 11-1. New Zealand are still putting that heavy pressure on. If they can get higher number of goals, it's always beneficial. you never know what's going to happen in
There
the
we
next
go.
games.
Croatia coming. Yeah, exactly. I mean, that's a massive goal difference right now after game one. That's going to certainly count in their favor. Here comes New Zealand, taken away there for a change from Croatia. Pressure still from New Zealand against the boards. It's still New Zealand with the pressure and the possession. Looking for a way through, and a shot to come. Flicks it over the goal.
Lots of shots coming off here from the New Zealand team. They're just not getting the pressure on from Croatia this time. Croatians are looking a bit tired, almost, to say.
It's just shots coming in. I'm telling you, it's that shot counter is just going to be adjusted almost on a sort of every sort of 10-second kind of a basis. New Zealand are not letting this one. They've got such a massive advantage, but you'd swear they were trailing by one at the moment, the way that they're playing. The intensity is high all the way through.
Yeah, it's been pretty intense. I'm just having a look to see some stats here, see if we've got some goalie stats going so far.
There's Croatia looking to build, but you see that is the big difference, is that they are not allowed to build. The New Zealanders don't allow them an opportunity to regroup, which of course is exactly what Croatia allows New Zealand to do. Give them space, give them time. Just catch your breath, but that certainly is not the way that it works when Croatia have possession.
So far, Julia's shots and saves average is 80.56%. So that's pretty good because she's had 29 saves, 36 shots on IIHF at the moment. But when that gets updated, you'll see. I mean, right now on our scoreboard, it's showing us 54 shots. And, you know, she's taken a lot of pucks today.
Oh.
So she's done outstandingly, and they actually changed the goalies now. It's actually now the number one goalie in there, and that is Lucia Petrula. So she's now playing the last bit of the period, and there goes a goal. Unfortunately, New Zealand are just putting them away tonight. And that was scored by what looks like number 9 from the New Zealand team, Jamie Jones.
Easy as you like, as goal number 12 comes up for New Zealand. Once again, New Zealand come away with it up the ice 2-on-1, looking for a way through. The fans thought it was a goal, but it hit the back of the net on the outside of the goal.
Croatians just still battling it out, doing their best.
Croatia away.
Come on, get a chance. Let's go.
Looking for a way through.
You've got to try and give them a bit of support.
You can almost hear the New Zealanders saying, "Not on my watch."
Nope. Long pass through to number 10. Can she take it in? Get a shot off. Quick pass there. No, shut down by the number 10 from New Zealand.
I think, yeah, that's just the way it goes. But
1.5 minutes left. New Zealand up to Heel. Heel looking for the pass. Cross to number 24 in the middle. 24 looking for the cross.
Shorty, another one.
And it's
just the back of the, around the back of the goal. It's still New Zealand looking for a goal number 13.
And saved by the goalie. Deflection, but saved in that glove.
Just a little bit over 60 seconds left in this particular game. Look, Croatia won't like this result. They won't like to have started the tournament this way. This is something you store away in your memory banks, and you go, I hated that feeling. I don't want to feel like that again.
But you work on it, and you have to use all the positives and negatives and take it into the next game. And then you use it, and you just don't let it get you down. You just dust yourself up, pick yourself up, dust yourself off, and you start all over again. And that is something it is a song, but it's something I remember from one of my first coaches, Ashley Marsh.
Goal number 13.
Oh, these New Zealanders are putting them away. Wow, what a shot. Also, top corner. Beautiful shot there from the side.
Wow.
So, yeah, that was number 8. Beautiful pass and straight up to the top shelf. That number 8.
That was a
from
sniper bullet.
New Zealand, that's Abby Hill. 44 seconds left. 56 to 14 shots so far. It should update later. Alex Heffert saying so impressed with Croatia, and they are continuing to play respectfully and clean. It's frustrating to being in this position, and that is so true. This, I must be quite honest, has been quite a fair game. There haven't been too many
Here we go,
penalties.
number 14.
They are still trying so hard, and they're not getting dirty. So, kudos to them, definitely. So we have Mr.69 saying, "What's up, Miss Nadine and Mr. J? Greetings from Germany."
Who's that?
So he's a good old teammate of mine that I used to play with here in Cape Town, and he moved off to Germany. So he's watching again. It's good to see you back online.
Sup?
So Jeff Fay saying Croatia has a big game tomorrow against Belgium. Forget this one and make sure you are ready.
Exactly, Jeff. As I said, they're not going to enjoy the result here. They're not going to enjoy the feeling. And they are going to want to set the record straight.
Ooh,
Ouch.
2 seconds
As goal number
left.
15 sneaks in with just 2 seconds on the clock.
Wow, shame. 2 seconds left in the game. They're probably not going to drop the puck, or they'll blow the whistle and call it a game. 15-1 to New Zealand. Oh, they'll drop it, and that'll be that. I still take my hat off to Croatia. They haven't ever given up. They've tried everything they could. Long shot, and the goalie managed to keep it out.
Oh, well.
Wow.
I suppose one of these two teams is happy that that's all over. 15-1 the eventual score, as New Zealand come away with the win against Croatia. It's the opening game number 1 of the 2023 IIHF Ice Hockey Women's World Championship Division 2 Group B, right here at the GrandWest Ice Rink in Cape Town, South Africa. Not a great day at the office for the Croatians. They are going to want to rebuild and come back even stronger for the New Zealand as well. A perfect start, and certainly one that they are going to be going through amongst themselves through the course of the next couple of hours as they unpack their performance here today. 15-1 is the final score.
61 shots to 14 is what it's showing at the moment. So, again, great job by the goalies. They really had it hard on the Croatian side of things, so they did a good job. We are going to hear about the MVPs now of the game and see who the best players are. And those awards will be given out here. Looks like our president of SA Ice Hockey is giving that out with a VIP. I'm not entirely sure who, but we'll hear now from Ralph. Congratulations to New Zealand and well done to Croatia.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, the MVP awards will be handed out by the president of the South African Ice Hockey Federation, Jason Sir, and a representative from the Department of Cultural Affairs and Sports in South Africa, Nicolette Peterson.
Okay, so that's Nicolette Peterson. So she's a representative from the South African Government of Sports, Arts and Culture. So player number 10 for Croatia gets the MVP, and that is Noah Matka.
And the MVP for New Zealand goes to player number 24, Caitlin Hill.
And number 24 from New Zealand, Caitlin Judith Hill, gets the MVP for the New Zealand team. We'll be back shortly after the national anthem.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we now ask for everyone to please rise as we play the national anthem of the winning team, New Zealand. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, please stand as we play the national anthem of the winning team, New Zealand. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, once again, we thank you to everybody joining us here for the first matchup this afternoon. Right now, we're going to prepare for the opening ceremony of the International Ice Hockey Federation Women's World Championship Division 2 Group B, taking place in the next few minutes. Once again, we thank you very much to our teams who played this morning, Croatia and New Zealand.
Guys, that's a wrap for this game, and the teams, while they're busy shaking hands, we'll just give a shout out to all our sponsors again. City of Cape Town, Aquil, the Ice Station here, of course the host ice rink that we have here at GrandWest, Western Cape Government, DigiCape, Bloberg Meets Sports, Arts and Culture from the government, Zland, CompuTicket, Eurosteel, Caro Boys, Heart FM, SASCOC, which is the South African Olympic Committee, Western Province Ice Hockey, Intro, South African Ice Hockey Federation, Graphic Thought, the IIHF, of course, who we are all governed by, the Sun GrandWest, Pedigree Media, CFW Fans, and we are together for integrity at this Ice Hockey Women's World Championships Division 2B here in Cape Town, South Africa. So from me and Jeremy, we'll see you later. We are going to be doing the opening ceremony just after 6 o'clock. We are busy prepping for that, and then the game at 8 o'clock with South Africa versus Australia. So hope to see you all online again. Have a good evening.